Hi everybody, I am Sam and I'm starting up a YouTube channel. This channel is primarily to explain to my family back home what I've been doing over here while I've been at university. Some of the stuff on here might be educational for some people and some of it might not be. I'm by no means a professional at what I'm doing yet, but the plan is to be someday. And I just thought it'd be fun to record what I work on and be able to show it to people if they want to see it. I work a lot of it, and obviously right here you're seeing in 3D Maya student version. I play around a little bit with ZBrush, but I primarily like to do 2D art. I really like comic book stuff, and that's what I try to focus on and get as good at it as I can. I'm working on a comic book on the side too, and some of these videos on here I will post will be me as I work on whatever, really. I mean, whether it be for school or just my personal projects or projects I work on with other people with because I know a lot of people that work on independent games, and sometimes they ask me to do art for them because I like doing it, and the community we have at school, we tend to help each other out quite a bit, at least with the people that show that they actually want to do work and get jobs in the field. They tend to flock together, so it's kind of nice. So yeah, what you're seeing right here is just me playing around in Maya. This is for a school project. We have to make we got tasked to make a scene that with some words we drew out of a hat. I'm just working on a section of it right now, building a castle. I'm not super good with 3D. If anybody that knows 3D can see from what I've been doing here, there's a lot of interpenetration going on. This model wouldn't really work that well if you wanted to rig it for anything, but for the purposes of what I'm doing, it works just fine. You see, I go look at a lot of reference stuff and games that I enjoy, and I have a hard time pulling stuff just out of my brain from what I want to build. I was trying to build something that looked kind of a mix between the Dark Souls castle and the castle from Ocarina of Time, but I think it just ended up looking like the Disney castle, so I guess. But yeah, I like 3D. I think it's a little bit time consuming, and the interface in Maya is a little bit hard to get around, but once you get cooking, it can be really fun, I think. I think it's really excellent for, like before mentioned, I work on comic book stuff, and if you're going to do structures like this, or you know, spaceship or a car or something you want to show in perspective, but you might not know how to draw in perspective all that well, you can spend a couple of hours and make a decent model of it. It doesn't have to be perfect with all the different pieces of it, but that will give you a really good, I find that gives you a really good reference. You can drop it in the background, take a screenshot of it when you're done at the angle you want it to be, and then drop it behind whatever you're drawing on, and that'll be a really good reference. Just draw right over top of that and then add details, you know, with the pencil, which I really like. That's about the most I think I'm ever going to get out of it. My instructor really wants me to get into animation and stuff with 3D. I don't know, this seems really time consuming right now for me, but maybe. We'll see. Yeah, it's coming up to really the finish right here. I kind of cheated. I get a nice little angle right here, as you'll see. Yeah, it looks like it's done, but the back side of it is not even anywhere close. And right here, I just started drawing over. I was just playing around with this. I was playing around with potentially going to do a digital painting on this, but I kind of wanted this to show you that you can just draw right over top of whatever you do, and it'll start to look like you drew it by hand. But you know, it's cheating, and I like that. I don't actually finish this one, but as you see, there's a couple of tricks you might, anyone new to digital art might find interesting. Um, as you can see, I'm just kind of tracing over top of stuff and getting my shape out, and then I throw a little bit of landscape in there, and then I started playing around with this brush, but my laptop kind of sucks, so any of the kind of digital painting is probably not going to work out so good. I found I tried using, as soon as I clicked on the blur tool, it tried to kill my computer, so I just kind of erased over that and started penciling stuff. Here's where I stole a texture from an old picture I drew just last week. But I'm like, well, I got all these bricks I already spent hours drawing. Why don't I come back here and staple them together, and then I can use that for a texture on these things. I couldn't quite get the angle to look right, but you can see it. Eventually, you can just staple it over top of it and erase the exterior of it. The flat surfaces work a lot better, but those rounded pillars I didn't think worked out as good as I would want them to. But yeah, drop some comments in the bottom, then let me know what you guys think. See you later.